Hi, so glad you're here with us. I'm Ann Lou from CTV.
And I'm Howard Blank from XYZ.
I can't believe it's been 6 years. We've been doing this for 6 years together, Howard.
I know, it's amazing. Where does the time go?
Seriously. And I didn't think we'd be virtual again, but at least we can stand a little closer.
We are a little closer this year, and we've got our beautiful magical pets here out early.
Yes, that's right.
She's adorable. What's her name, Ann?
This is Samson.
Oh, it's a he. Okay.
It's a he. He is super cute. We welcome all of you at home watching. Thank you to the Max Sapersky Trio for playing us in with that great music. They've been longtime supporters, and we hope to see them again at our Vancouver Offleashed in person next year. We're joined by a few cuties, as mentioned. This one is Samson. He is 8 weeks old and is here in studio with his 4 other siblings. You'll see more of them and hear more about them in a bit. Before we start, we'd like to take a moment to recognize and show gratitude that we are gathered on the ancestral and unceded homelands of the Hulkaminam and Squamish speaking peoples, and to extend appreciation for the opportunity to gather on this territory. As you join us from across the province, we also want to thank and recognize the traditional guardians of the land that you live, work, and play on.
And Ann and I are so glad you're all joining us this evening from your homes. And to our returning supporters, it's so nice to be with you again. And if you've never been to Offleashed before, welcome. We've got a great show for you tonight. We promise it will be short, but filled with fun.
Oh, definitely. And if your screen goes a little wonky or you have a tech glitch, try refreshing or closing your browser, reopening it, and clicking the link again. Before we get into all the great stories we have to share with you, we have some very important things to do first. So kids joined in on a fun kids program sponsored by RBC right before this, and I bet some adults were there too. Kids are asked to come up with the perfect names for these 3 adorable guinea pigs being cared for in our Vancouver branch before they become available for adoption.
And I'm going to reach into the Off-Leashed magic box, and the first name is Cuteness.
Oh,
what a great name. Thank you for that
perfect.
one. And our next name is Peanut.
Adorable.
It's a great name. I love it. And our final one, chosen by the kids out there in our program, is Venom.
Oh,
how scary for Halloween.
Perfect for Halloween. Great names there. 3 perfect names for 3 perfect pets.
Absolutely. Thanks to all the kids who put in and submitted such great names. Now, these guinea pigs will be up for adoption this very weekend. So if you're looking for some new pets, hey, this is your option. You're never too young to make a difference for animals. Those guinea pigs sure are cute, Ann. Now, the BC SPCA cares for all sorts of animals, and our off-leash chair, Tracy Wade, wants you to see more interesting friends. For those of you who don't know Tracy, she's been leading off-leash for 7 years. Tracy's just amazing. We love her.
We love her to bits. We wouldn't be here without her.
Absolutely. And her love for animals is only surpassed by her love for SPCA and making sure every animal has a good home. Right now, let's check in with Tracy.
Welcome to Offleashed. We decided to go virtual again this year so that nobody felt left out. And there's a silver lining to being virtual as well, and that's you, because you are joining from all over the province and beyond, and we'd love to know where you are. So find the chat function on your screen and let's get that conversation started. I know we have Rex and Motico in Garden Bay on the Sunshine Coast. We have Martin and MJ in Whistler. We have Ron and Laura in sunny California, Tracy on Salt Spring Island. We have Lynn Morrison in Souk. Let us know where you are tonight. Another silver lining is that your pets can be with you during the broadcast. And staying together is a bit of our theme tonight. The only downside about this virtual thing is we're missing out on our famous Cuddle Lounge. So let's go see what we can do about that. Let's meet Dee and Snyder. They're 11-month-old rats and their brothers, and the SPCA would prefer that they get placed together. And we're just going to see whom we can find. Rats like to eat all sorts of things. Here, I think Snyder knows what's happening. So let's just see if he'll take a little treat. Hello, little Snyder. Can I offer you a peanut? Rats often get a very bad rap, when in fact they're very social, very intelligent, and they always want to know what's going on. We've got a cranberry and a peanut here, and Snyder has decided he's got a bit of a sweet tooth. Oh, he took both. My kind of rat. This is Romeo. She's about 7 years old. She's actually a victim of the Lytton wildfires this summer. She and her family fled and their home burned to the ground. Very sadly, the family couldn't find housing that would take Romeo, so they gave her to the SPCA so she could find a new home and a new life. She's about 7 years old. She does have some dental issues and those will need to be taken care of, but she's very sweet and affectionate and she's absolutely gorgeous. This is Eddie. He and his brother Andrew are a bonded pair of bunnies. If you joined us for the kids pre-program last year, you'll have learned an interesting fact about bunnies. They don't toot because of what they eat. This guy, Andrew, has a little bit of a wonky leg, but that doesn't stop him from doing anything. He'll just need some tactile surfaces so that he can hop around. Hi. Bunnies are really easy to feed, and they're really so cute. These guys are really friendly.
Aww.
That's so cute. You know, and as Tracy said, we'd love to see where everyone is watching from tonight. So please do us a favor and put your location in the chat window so we can say hi and everybody can see where you're at.
Yeah, I love seeing what people name their pets. So many creative names. Howard and I both have pets at home too. So tell us about Caesar.
Caesar is 11-year-old Chow Chow. He lost his brother about a year and a half ago, but he is the happiest guy, and he's just wonderful. There he is on the, on the
He
screen.
is adorable, and as many know, we lost Ramsey and
Yes.
Nitro this past year, but there they are, happy frolicking on the beach. But we also brought in another little guy. Bruce is our newest little pupper.
Hello, Bruce.
Yes, and he's adorable and full of beans, and we love him to bits.
You know, during these times, Caesar has really been there for us. And I know that's true for you too, Anne, and your family, and a lot of you out there with your pets. The last 18 months have been a struggle for many of us, and pets have been a source of comfort, joy, and so much love, unconditional love for that fact. Let's take a look at some of the pets who have made your days brighter.
Oh my goodness,
at this
adorable.
Hello, Boomer.
Boomer is the best. Look at him sitting on that step there. Bradley Bear, come on. Look at that smile.
Birthday hat on. Oh, look at Chewy.
Oh, Chewy is so cute. How little and adorable.
Dax and Cruz.
Perfect pair. Love the blue eyes.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Ella.
And the ball, Fargus.
Marcus, what a name.
I bet
Look at
he's a
that
big
face.
boy. Finley, Porter, and Stormy. That is a cozy house there.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, look at Guinea La Winnie La Poo, a.k.a. Guinness. That's Tracy's pup.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
going
we
to
love
say,
Guinness.
best name ever.
Yeah.
And Jax, look at those floppy ears. Coda,
Hello,
you are
Coda.
a teddy bear.
Oh, I love them all.
So adorable. And Macy, come on, look at that smile.
Oh, look at that dog. Oh,
So adorable.
oh, Mango. I know who Mango is. That's the Seagull's bird, Mango. I love it. And Ziggy's their dog. That's awesome.
And Marley, so cute.
Misha, Slinky, and Jaws.
Wow, I bet
that's
Jaws
cute.
is dangerous, that goldfish there. Pineapple is adorable, matches the hydrangeas. Why not, right?
Exactly. Pooji and Opti. Oh, I love the names.
I love all their names. Rem Rem, who comes up with them? So
Exactly.
adorable.
Well, when you're sleeping, you'd be Rem Rem.
Yes, exactly. I get bet he gets lots of Rem Rem. Sasha, so furry,
Oh,
so
look at
cute.
Sasha. Bauer, look at that face. Oh,
Look at
I'm
the
sorry.
ears.
Bauer passed, but we're thinking about you and your family.
So thanks again to our long-term supporters, the Max Sapersky Trio, for their lovely music. Even though we can't be together again this year, it was just important for us to have Offleashed as it was in a normal year. Remember those? Yeah. This event is so impactful. All of you here tonight make a real difference.
One way you can make a real difference tonight is new this year. It's our virtual auction. Yeah, we actually have a real auction. There's already been loads of bids, so don't miss out, folks. There's something for everyone. Like, can you believe this, Anne? There are tickets for when the Canucks take on the Maple Leafs, which will be a huge game. And they just won tonight, by the way, so that's cool. And that Freemark wine, yum. And that Garmin golf watch. If you love to hit the links, think about this watch. 40,000 courses are loaded into it. It's really super cool. So we're going to keep the auction open until 8 o'clock. So remember, folks, keep bidding. Even after Anne and I say goodbye, you've got a few more minutes to bid. But come 8 o'clock, it is done. So stay with us now because we have some great stories to tell you. There's a button under this video window that will take you to the auction once we say goodnight. And remember, all the money goes directly to the animals.
And that is amazing. Offleashed is a great way for animal lovers like you to come together. And of course, we love sharing with you stories of the life-saving work you make possible. In 2020, the BC SPCA assisted 97,000 animals. That is absolutely amazing. That includes finding new homes for 10,000 homeless animals.
You know, and it's about helping animals, of course, but it's also about helping people. Since the SPCA expanded their pet food banks in April 2020 across the province, the BC SPCA has given out 71,000 kilograms of dry food and 45,000 cans of cat and dog food to pet guardians needing a little extra help. That's more than 33,000 pets helped with a week's worth of food since this pandemic began. Now, they partner with 93 community organizations to help distribute those foods and urgent supplies. The BC SPCA was also there during the wildfires to help evacuating families with emergency, boarding, food and supplies, and we saw that wonderful kitten that's there, or a cat, I should say. No matter what's happening in our world, the BC SPCA is always there to help. You'll hear more about this later tonight, but thank you, folks, for making all of this possible.
Truly, big thanks. At Offleashed, we love to tell happily ever after adoption stories, and we certainly have a few of those for you tonight. First is a story of an adorable dog named Millie. Formerly known as Minnie, came to the BC SPCA as a stray. She's a sweet senior Yorkie. She was found with severe oral disease, arthritis, and painful mats.
Millie's story shows how we can change an animal's life by truly working together. A Good Samaritan brought Millie into the BC SPCA when she needed medical care. 40 amazing donors just like you folks stepped up to give $2,500 to cover that urgent care. Millie's got the care she needed because of kind people just like you.
That's right. Millie was adopted by a wonderful woman who has 2 senior cats and grandchildren that all love Millie. Millie's story started out rough, but she got her fairy tale ending. And many of you might remember Oreo. Yeah, she was a puppy Tracy featured in her Cuddle Lounge segment last year. Back then, she was only known as number 6. She was part of a group of 97 animals the BC SPCA rescued from a place in Princeton.
And let's take a look at Oreo's life now, 1 year later.
So Oreo was one of the many dogs that were part of the Princeton seizure last year. When she was just a puppy, she went through so much. We didn't know if we would get to have her or not, and we just had to be patient. Because I knew that he would love a dog. He just hadn't had that experience in his life.
The encouragement from Aaron and especially the children just asking for a dog, a pet, someone else in our lives.
As I was walking to pick them up, I got the call from the SPCA saying it was just the best call ever, and if we could come and pick her up that same day.
First we took Oreo for a walk, and then Dad came home. Oreo came bursting out and like jumping up and like licking Dad.
I didn't know I could laugh as hard as I have been with Oreo in my life.
Oreo looks forward to when Dennis gets home. They're connected.
Just an experience of one that I never had in 47 years. Instead of me worrying about something that happened at work, I'm with her getting outside.
She's so special. That's the thing about rescuing a dog, is that they're not the same as any other dog in the world, and that's what makes them so lovable.
See Isabella and Oliver having an understanding of what matters in life and what's important to me for my well-being, for my family's well-being.
She was so worth waiting for.
She's so energetic, she's so happy, she makes me feel so young at heart, beyond even a new best friend.
She's just totally completed our family, and we just feel so, so lucky to have her.
Oh my goodness, Oreo is so lucky to have such an amazing family and home, and it looks like Tracy's BC SPCA alum Guinness had a bit of a cameo in that story. Don't know if you caught that. Well, dogs benefit so much from having friends, and it sure looks like Oreo and Guinness are great buddies.
You know, and I feel bad everyone watching doesn't get to cuddle cute animals like we get to do with these little kittens this year. But I'm happy to take this one for the team. And this one's name? Sybil. That's very cute. And yours is?
Sebastian. I like to call him Sebastioni.
Now, these wonderful kittens came down just last night from Williams Lake, arriving in Vancouver through the Drive for Lives program. The Drive for Lives program moves animals to different BC SPCA locations to give them their best chance at urgent adoption.
These 5 kitties were born into an unspayed cat in a surprise pregnancy. They came to the BC SPCA's Williams Lake location in late September and went into foster care to be socialized. They aren't up for adoption yet because they still need to be spayed and neutered, but when they are ready, they'll go up for adoption here in Vancouver. So keep an eye on the BC SPCA website if you're interested in adopting these cuties. Soon these guys will be with new families who will no doubt love them to pieces.
And if you take this one, I get to come with her, so.
Win-win.
Yes, that love we share for our pets means the world to us. The bond we have with them feels unbreakable, but sometimes people encounter challenges just keeping their pets. Now, the BC SPCA believes these challenges shouldn't mean an animal is taken away from the person who loves them. Services are available to help people with pets who find themselves in a tough spot. If there's a way to help people keep their pets, the BC SPCA wants to do that first and foremost.
That's right. Many of you here in Vancouver know about Charlie's Pet Food Bank, which provides food and vet care to the downtown east side. During the pandemic, though, the BC SPCA expanded its pet food bank services across the province. It also formed new partnerships with community organizations to reach even more people. My colleague Luisa Alvarez at CTV recently visited one of the BC SPCA's partners, Luma Native Housing Society, and spoke to some people there. Have a look.
It's tough when you're pouring out the last bowl of their kibble and worrying about tomorrow. What am I going to do tomorrow, right?
Dolly Middleton may not have the means to buy her pets food right now, but her love for them is never in short supply.
They're my reason for waking up every day, so.
And now, since staying at this Vancouver shelter, food for Little and Hazel is also in abundance.
They want nothing more than to be the best pet owner that they can be, and if we can help them with that and keep their family together, their little pet family, then why not?
Delivery day comes weekly, the SPCA dropping supplies and food for this shelter's 4-legged guests.
And she's picky. There's been times when I didn't have any food for my girls.
Not everybody is in the right space to be able to fully provide for their animals, and that doesn't mean that they're not going to be good owners.
It's all part of a province-wide food bank program launched at the start of the pandemic, and it's been a huge help.
I don't know what I'd do without it because I want my dogs to be healthy, I want them to be happy, and they're only happy with a full belly. Is Little want some?
But the impact of this program goes beyond the animals.
When barriers are removed, we find the access to programs for those in need grows. You know, our pets are prospering here, resulting in our guests prospering. So it's win-win for everybody.
Since its inception, the BC SPCA has given away more than 60,000 pounds of pet food across BC.
We're aiming for 30,000 more this year, and hopefully we can get that going.
JJ is another satisfied customer, and his owner, Corey Bondi, isn't shy about the impact it's had on their life.
It totally helps. It assures that he's got food, right? I know what hunger feels like, and I wouldn't want a dog to feel that way at all, ever.
With no plans of slowing down, instead ramping up, this program will continue to keep bellies full and families like theirs together. Luis Alvarez, CTV News.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, I love everything about that story. We all worry so much about our pets, and many of us are lucky to not have to worry about being able to feed them or take them to the vet. The BC SPCA can help lift that weight off people's shoulders.
This work wouldn't be possible without you. So thank you all for your generosity. Now we have a few thank yous to do, so let's check in with Tracy, who was somewhere you might not have known about. Trace?
Did you know the BC SPCA also cares for farm animals? We're here today at the Surrey barn to see who's here. And I'm pretty excited because today there are pigs. There are a bunch of pigs. Actually 5 pigs to be specific, who all came in together. 4 of the pigs were living together at the time, and they're grossly overweight with overgrown hooves, which is very, very uncomfortable. The other pig that came into care at the same time was actually their neighbor, and they used to talk to each other across the fence. So now they talk to each other here at the Surrey barn. The pigs are currently in a very strong lose weight pattern, and they've been doing great since coming in July. We had to break away from the pigs for just a second because as we were with the pigs, peace officers drove up with too many horses. We wanted to show you that at any given moment, anywhere across the province, animals are being helped right now. Caring for animals is what the BC SPCA does, and none of this work would be possible without your help. And Offleashed wouldn't be possible without the help of our sponsors, and we'd like to thank them now.
Thank you so much to our amazing sponsors and all of you. Now we have a few more people to thank for making tonight possible. I want to thank our videographers, Evergreen and Bound Films and Dan Media, Theo Buchins-Koos of Blue Gorilla Media, who made tonight's backdrop, and our wonderful friends at Peak Technologies, who are hosting us here tonight.
It's great here, and Tracy's right. The BC SPCA is hard at work helping all types of farm animals at the Good Shepherd Barn in Surrey. Recently, a kind animal lover alerted the BC SPCA that there was a young lamb wandering around in Richmond. She was able to get the lamb into her yard, and BC SPCA staff came to get her. They tried to find her owner, but no one came forward to claim her. This lamb was very scared and lonely when she arrived at the barn, but in another happily ever after ending, she was adopted by people who have a flock of sheep. They've named her Annie, great name, and she fits right in with her new family.
Now, there's really no telling what kind of work the BC SPCA will do on any given day, and there's no one who knows that better than our wonderful friend Eileen Drever. Many of you know or will recognize Eileen, as she's been with the BC SPCA for 41 years. Come closer to me a little bit here, Eileen. There we go. It's okay. We've had our shots. And I recently reached out to Eileen to ask about a dog in my neighborhood. Actually, last Saturday night we had a bit of a crisis, and Eileen was on the phone with your team, and they helped. It's a wonderful ending. The dog has found a new home, but the people who lived there were extremely worried about its care. So it never stops, 24 hours a day. Now, Eileen, you've worked on the front lines for decades as an animal protection officer. You must have seen so much change over the years. What's the biggest thing you've noticed?
Absolutely. So I'm into my 41st year with the BC SPCA, and I'm truly, truly honoured to say I've been around that long with this organisation. In the past 41 years, I can honestly say animals were treated as disposable back then. And if someone lost a dog or lost a cat, they would just replace it. Today, we recognize that they're now family members. And in being family members, we know that we recognize the human-animal bond, especially during the pandemic. They were so important to us. Their help, they actually allow us to live longer, so they say, by exercising, etc.
We live happier.
Happier and longer lives with an animal in our life, yes.
Well, Eileen, speaking of the pandemic, the SPCA has significantly expanded its pet food bank program. So what is the impact of that?
Oh, it's huge. You know, people are learning to trust this organization. We've been around a long time, and it's amazing how by providing food to people, we gain their trust, and then we can help them further, whether that's with a dog shelter or leashes or food. It doesn't matter. They know we're there to help them, and all they have to do is just make that one phone call.
So some people may ask, Eileen, does this mean the officers never seize an animal during an investigation?
No, unfortunately. This past week, we had to execute a number of warrants removing animals from certain situations. If an owner is unwilling to provide or protect their animal, or animals that are being abused or neglected, we have to step in, and we're there for the animals first and foremost.
So what might it look like when the BC SPCA offers help to keep animals with their people?
Well, I can tell you one story if we've got the time here. One gentleman, he broke his hip and he refused to go to hospital because he had no one to care for his dog. So we stepped in and we cared for his dog, and he went into the hospital. That's how much animals mean to us. So I can't thank the viewers enough for your support, because if you didn't support us, we couldn't do this. It's really greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Eileen, and the love you show for the animals. But also, I think it's important to tell people out there, if you do have an emergency, call the SPCA. They're your friends. They're there to help you and work out the situation.
Absolutely. We're here to help you.
Thank you so much, Eileen. And we have a video to share about this new kind of work. Please take a look.
I'm Jen, and I'm an animal care attendant for the Salt Spring branch of the SPCA. I think the SPCA's involvement in the community is really important. A lot of people think that we want to come in and take the animal, and really our goal is to keep the animal with the family.
With the Alternative Measures program, the BC SPCA is now able to keep animals at home with their owners and just provide some support.
We're here to help the animals, but sometimes the people get caught in the background. It would mean more options to be able to help more animal owners and animals in need, being able to offer support to people who might just need that extra hand.
I really needed help. I reached out to my community, SPCA, and Dan answered the phone. He said, "Yes, Tracy, we will help you." This is just what I was looking for, a project that we could expand our services and help the community. And they helped me.
You know, if the only thing stopping them from keeping their animal at a distress is something as simple as a $60 vet exam or a dog house or a bale of straw, but they're good owners and their animals love being with them, then that's definitely the more ideal approach.
There's an understanding that sometimes life gets tough and life gets hard.
With the Alternative Measures program, it really does just open a route that can be more compassionate, better for the animals and the people.
We can also be a resource within the community, which makes us a lot more easy to work with for a lot of communities that are scared of that law enforcement side. A lot of times they're great animal owners that have just fallen on their luck.
If they know that it's there, I know they'll use it. If they know it's safe, to go to and utilize, I know people will use it.
You know, take a little bit of the burden off for people that really have that bond with their animals and keep them together and work with them.
Hello.
Hi Jim, it's Cassandra from the SPCA. How are the animals doing?
Doing very well. I'm certainly grateful they're all back.
Is Happy starting to get his feathers back?
He actually is. He's getting kind of a crest.
Good. Thank you so much, Jim. You take care.
Bye-bye.
It really makes such a huge difference, and I'd love to be able to see in the future where we can provide more programs like alternative measures where we're helping more in the community and being more active and making that difference.
The alternative measures program is important to me because it's helping the lives of animals across the province, and I think it'll continue to do so for years to come. Without the donations and the people who support the BC SPCA, none of that work could be done.
When you don't have to pick and choose what particular area you're going to support, it is so empowering. You can help those cats over there, and if somebody calls, yes, absolutely, we can find you training for your dog. It feels like you can do anything.
Just thank them from the bottom of my heart. All those beautiful people that helped Chico and I.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting us always from my heart, and means that we can keep speaking for animals and that we can keep building this program, building just a more compassionate world.
Ugh, what amazing work that they do. One of the officers in that video is Leah. Many of you may remember her as we included a message from her in Offleashed last year. She was hired in 2019 after Offleashed Vancouver donors gave $240,000 to hire 2 new officers.
Oh, and that night was transformational.
Amazing.
The work officers do is possible because of you folks. As you've seen, you can and do make a real impact with your generosity. We hope you'll consider giving tonight. Every dollar raised this evening goes directly to the animals who so urgently need it. Kicking us off, we have a gift from a longtime supporter, Greg Baker. Not only is Greg a sponsor tonight, and thank you, he's also donating $5,000 to get us growing and going.
Exactly.
So folks, please consider making a donation. It is so easy, as we've said. Use the Donate Now button right under the video window. And if you're watching full screen, just shrink the video window down and then you'll see the Donate Now button underneath it. That will take you to the Givergy site. You can also go to Givergy on a second device. The link is on your screen and in the chat box. You can also email your pledge. The email is here on the screen and also to the side in the chat box. So you can give any amount, Anne. And wow, we just got another one in right now. David Gouge and the Gouge Family Foundation just gave $25,000.
Wow.
That's amazing. And right behind them, Kevin England. Thank you, Kevin. Just gave a wonderful donation of $5,000. That is absolutely amazing. And this is where we need your help, folks. Please keep bringing them in right now. This is our virtual fund in need.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Lynn Morrison at $1,000.
Wonderful. And Layla Kular, $1,000. Thank you so much. We're seeing it live. And folks, you can do it because we've got our team here letting us know what's coming in. And this is important, as we said. You know what I love, Anne, is the fact that that new program where a lot of people in the past would be afraid to call the SPCA or anybody for help. And of course, unfortunately, the animal would be harmed the worst from that. And now with that opportunity.
Yeah, they're partners in the community. Look at that.
Look at this, anonymous.
$5,000. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.
And in honor of Guinness.
Oh, Guinness.
In honor of
and
Guinness.
we all
love
thank
Guinness.
you.
Here comes more coming in. Go ahead.
Tammy Kareem, thank you, $2,500.
Oh, Tammy, you're amazing.
Oh, keep them coming,
That is
keep them
awesome.
coming. And one more.
Tammy has 3 kids, and it's in honor of all of them. Thank you so much, Tammy, for that.
Amazing.
We've got more coming in, folks, and you know, any amount helps, as we've talked about. Remember when we were all live together, 2 officers, and they're still paying it forward. So, you know, together, we as a village can really make wonderful things happen. So don't forget right now, and of course, we come together for Offleashed every year to do just this, make a difference for animals in need. Now, all the money we raise tonight goes directly to the animals who need our help more than ever. Thank you so much, everybody, and keep them coming in.
Yes, thank you so very much. I'm just amazed. Oh, here comes another one, anonymous, $1,000.
Oh.
You can tell us your name, but that's okay if you want to keep it anonymous. Yeah, so amazing. This is incredible. I know Tracy would like to thank you too. So over to you, Tracy, one more time.
We've magically transported ourselves to the Vancouver shelter to meet Maya and Belle. These two sassy gals and their 4 siblings came into care in Prince Rupert. 2 have been adopted, 2 are in Quesnel, and these 2 gals are looking for their forever homes here in Vancouver.
We're still here at the Vancouver shelter to meet Peanut and Dinky. This is Peanut and this is Dinky. And they're 8 years old, they're a bonded pair, and they're looking for a home together to spend their senior years. Staff here say, once you spend a little time with Peanut and Dinky, you see that their personalities are just absolutely loving, and they're very sweet. They love to be held and just be together. This is Opie. He's having a really good day here at the Vancouver shelter. His adoption is being finalized today. He came in with some severe ear problems, but his new human is going to take the very best care of him for the rest of his life. This little guy is Gunner. While we were here at the Vancouver shelter, he was brought in. This little guy was given to someone as a gift, and the person couldn't care for him any longer. But they knew where to come, to the shelter. And now Gunner will have his best chance for a new life. Right, Gunner? Thanks to you, animals like Gunner get a new lease on life. Thank you for your support of the BC SPCA, and thank you for joining us tonight. Gunner and I say, until next time.
Now, folks, we're almost done, but before we say goodbye, don't forget about that amazing virtual auction. It closes at 8 o'clock. There are so many great items like the Golf for 4 at Big Sky in Pemberton, Dinner for 6 at Araxi in Whistler, and a couple of concerts that you just don't want to miss. Now, the auction will be open till 8 o'clock tonight, so use the button underneath your screen. And if you're watching on full screen, just shrink the video window down, and then you'll see the Donate Now button underneath. That will take you to the auction, or you can do donations as well. Or you can simply use the URL on the screen and in the chat if you're bidding on your phone. Get those last bids in once we say goodbye.
That's right. All the money raised from the auction goes to the animals, like Samuel here. You get something fabulous, they get something fabulous. They love and care, and it's a win-win.
Let's take another look at more of your pets. It's like you all have your own mini cuddle lounges right at home like us.
That's right. Hi, this is Samuel.
And this one is like wanting to leave me.
Samson, but look at Bo right behind you. Absolutely adorable. Look at those eyes. Brody, that's Mark Dreesen's doggy over there. Cooper is very dapper.
I see Cooper. Hello, Cooper. Yeah, come on, Ann. Come on, Eileen. Come and this one's so afraid of me.
Draper on a log in the forest. I love his plaid sweater.
Hello, Flossie.
Absolutely adorable.
Owned by a dentist.
Obviously. Hatchie and friends. Oh, a cat and a dog pair. I love that so much.
Kula. Hello, Kula.
Is the coolest, yes. I have to say. And Lightning, yeah, stuck in a sink there.
So cute. Bath time.
Bath time indeed. Oh, Lola. I love it when cats wear coats.
Hey? And Lolly, look at Lolly.
Lolly's living his best life for sure. And Pablo with his toy, come on, he's so cute.
So Pearl, hello Pearl. Look at that cute orange face.
Yeah, green eyes, adorable. Yes. Penny is very pretty. Aww. And who else? We got Piper there.
Hello, Piper.
So cute. Look at that long tongue. And Presto.
Presto, what a name. That's perfect. I love everyone sending in these.
Exactly. And Rian. So cute. Look at that family. We met them last year.
Hello, Rudy.
Rudy, look at that face. So cute. Shiloh. Ooh, Shiloh is serious.
Yes. You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Hello, Tyke.
Tyke, I love that. Beautiful. And thank you to
Ken and Barb Hallett and family, and they were sponsoring our wonderful pet guest segment, so that's amazing.
I love that. Thank you so much, everyone. Your support will change the lives of so many animals, just like Samson, Sebastian, Samuel, Celine, and Sybil. We saw all of them tonight, so thank you.
And we've had some generous donations come in tonight, and thank you so much for your hospitality, your generosity, and for joining us. It's absolutely amazing.
Yes, thank you so much to everyone. We wouldn't be here without you, so we are very honored and grateful.
Absolutely. So the animals thank you, we thank you, and we'd love to save more animals this year, and we can only do it with your help. So please consider making a gift if you haven't already, and if you have, bless you. Thank you for being transformational. The donate button will be active all weekend long, and the auction is open for just, well, a few more minutes. Ooh. I guess about 17 minutes or so, 18 minutes, so you can bid on those amazing prizes.
Thank you again to everyone who is part of tonight's event. To all of you joining for the first time, we hope you had a great time. Whoa, 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 before we go, who's that? Della?
Yes.
$2,500. That is amazing. Thank you so much. And if you're a regular at Offleashed in Vancouver or Victoria, thank you for coming out again for this special virtual celebration. We hope that we get to see you in person next year.
Have a wonderful night. Thank you for your generosity. God bless you.
Good night.